What's up, everybody? It's me, KB Chronic, back again. Another episode of iNCW, as we do here on this almost didn't happen day. Well, I'm not going to say it almost didn't happen, because I don't think it was ever really that serious once it got to a certain point, but there was a point in time where we didn't know if this was going to happen today, because for those of y'all who don't know, there's been a hurricane that we've been having to keep our eyes on all week. And yeah, we it missed us. Unfortunately, it's smacked over towards New Orleans and all that. So they're either still going through it or they were going through it earlier today, and I think they're still going through it. Like, I think I saw somebody on TikTok who's in Homa dealing with some of that right now. But thoughts go out to them. We went through the same thing last year. It's just kind of a thing y'all do in Louisiana. You just get hammered by hurricanes, and then you rebuild just to get hammered by another one. We got a pretty decent show. I always say that, and usually it doesn't make me look like a liar, but we'll see. Eventually, a show's going to happen, and I'm going to say it's going to be a pretty decent show, and then it's going to be just 100% hot garbage, and we'll have to move on with life as usual. But so as you can see in our first match, we got Carolina Panthra versus Carley Lynn with Jolene in her corner. Been a while since we've seen either one of them, but there's even with me dumbing down my roster, not dumbing down my roster, but like kind of limiting my roster, there's still quite a lot of people to fit into one show a week. Do not forget to vote for that community challenge while we're in here. Definitely got to get that going. Look, guys. Shade has had this title shot up here. This is the third time. And we ain't quite made it there yet. I talked with Shade yesterday. I don't understand why, whenever it was Shade versus Kid Mason, cool. You know what? Tag team members going into a match, cool. When it would have been Shade versus who is it? Viktor Sokolov, cool. Underdog match, cool, awesome. But y'all want to see Shade versus Dan Smith? Y'all know Dan Smith's been stretching people, right? Like ripping people's joints out of place, stretching them, tearing them. Just yanking and cranking. I don't understand why y'all want to see that. But, hey, you know what? If you want in on it, get in on it. Also, we got VX. Speaking of Viktor Sokolov, VX has a match against him today while he's on his quest for glory. I deadass forgot who he fought last week. I know it was Kojo week 1. I forget who it was last week. I also forget if he won last week. But he's got 7 of them he's got to knock down. 2's out of the way. So we'll see where he goes. I'm going to have to start making a habit of watching last week's episode before I tune in or before I stream. So that way it's all fresh on my mind. Let's see what else we got today. We've also got, Slayer versus Viking. That I remember now. But we also got a match with, who was it? Big Money Bergie and Sneaky Pete versus the Coldbloods. Here we go. Head scissors takeover right out the gate by Carley Lynn. I'm going right after Carolina. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's Caroline. I see it on her back. Over the top. 13,000 points away. Y'all got to get them in there. You know, let me help y'all out. Also, I feel like... Hang on. Let's see. We'll get this up here so that way y'all can vote. Put 15 minutes on there, even though it looks like it's not going to last that long. But yeah, there's a handful of people who probably ain't going to be watching because of what I mentioned earlier. Like, there's some nonsense going on in the Gulf, man. And the further you go east, the worse it gets for you. Lots of people displaced right now. Lots of people. If you're in our Discord, if you're in here and you're in our Discord, you can go there and you can tell people to get in there and donate them points. Let's get Shade that title match so we can watch him next week. Or I'm also I'm planning on doing a special episode. I may have mentioned it earlier. Or I may have mentioned it last week. But I'm looking at doing a special episode to try to get the NWC title on somebody. It's been vacated for far too long at this point. But I just got to get with the... I thought it was it. I just got to get with the committee and see what... see who all is going to be in the match and when we want it to happen and stuff like that. Oh, Carley! Looking for a scoop slam, got caught. Jawbreaker. Step up head scissors. Ooh, big drop kick. Straight into the corner. Caroline sends Carley off the ropes. Ooh, nice drop kick. Didn't miss that one. Handful of hair. Ref didn't call it, so I guess I won't either. Nobody is getting their predictions in. Nobody wants to win any type of points. It's going to be that kind of stream today, huh? Everybody a little burnout. Oh, my God. Ooh! Shades of the Murder Hawk. Gonna do it again, I get. Oh, no, went for the drop kick, missed again. Flashback, shutting down Carley Lynn one more time. Handful of pigtails, slamming her back of her head into the mat. Big clothesline, follows it up with another clothesline. Ooh, and a step-up heel kick. Carley sent into the corner. Caroline looking for something right there. Missed it. They got the reversal. Both of them. Stomp to the lower back. Caroline now. Has her up. Ooh! Goes for the pin here with the off the exploder suplex. And got the 3 count. Hell of a win right there by Caroline Panther. All right. Kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, wow, indeed. Let's shut down the prediction. Line one. Nobody wins. Congratulations right here. Never, not gonna lie, didn't see that coming. She also doesn't get showcased very often here in iNCW. Once again, that's my fault. You know, I accept 100% blame for all that. Iron Duke Taylor versus Oakley in a steel cage match. This one, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't set up this match, but you know, it looked kind of cool. It was auto-generated by the computer or by the game itself, and I was like, well, yeah, let's see it. Let's see what happens. Took a drink of water, looked away, looked back, boom, done. For those of y'all who've never seen a steel cage match, rules are simple. It's either pinfall, submission, or escape. Most of the time they go for escape because it's a lot easier, which leads to a not really enjoyable match quality, but it is what it is. Side note, if you watch iNCW and you play Pokemon Sword or Shield and you have the Crown Tundra expansion, I'm looking for a Stack Attacka. So if you know what a Stack Attacka is and you have a raid set up for it or a raid saved for it, I would appreciate it if you would let me know and I can join in and catch that Stack Attacka, because that's all I need to start putting up some more Pokemon content. I know a lot of y'all that watch iNCW don't like Pokemon content, but I'm looking to expand. I'm looking to get a larger fan group. Hopefully, we'll get more people for iNCW, and hopefully, we'll get more people viewing, and it won't be as difficult to get these challenges to where Shade can actually fight for the title. There's a, whenever I was breaking up my roster into, like, the mainstays, or not the mainstays, but like, you know, the top guys and whatnot for each division. Also what I did was for the heavyweight division, or not necessarily the heavyweight division, but just for the men, there's a section that's basically called like attractions. Think of it like a Big Show or a Brock Lesnar or a Goldberg or something like that. There's a group of guys, and my notebook is across the room. I don't feel like getting up to get it right now. But there's a group of guys that they're not necessarily always in title contention, but like they'll be there for like the big matches, or you know, I can use them for big matches. And two of the people on that list are Shade and Kojo. Like, you're not going to always see them in title contention or anything like that, but like you bring them in for those huge like asses in seat type matches, and that's what the community challenge is for, to get Shade in a title match that puts asses in seats, especially with Dan Smith doing as good as he's doing. Oh my goodness. Like, I honestly don't know who I would want to win that match. Like, it'd be cool to see Shade hold the title, or hold the heavyweight title. But at the same time, like, Dan Smith he's proven to be a solid champion, so. Meanwhile, Iron Duke, probably still a little heated from losing the Twitch Championship 1 week after winning it. Going to take out all of his frustrations here on Oakley. And Oakley, so many people go after the arm. You can file that right under overused moves. Ducks down. Oh. Little collision right there. And then Oakley gets caught with a clothesline by Iron Duke. Iron Duke looking for the escape here. Another thing I could do in a cage match is instead of having a prediction on who's going to win, have a prediction on how the match is. That way, good Lord, going for the arm again. That way, if you're wanting to, if you don't necessarily want to pull for somebody over the other, it kind of levels the playing field. Because I know there's a lot of times where people end up having to pull for people they don't necessarily like because they know they're probably going to win. It just, statistic-wise, how does he keep kicking that high? Steps through. Oh my God! Whoa! What is this? How? How does he have Iron Duke tied up like that? Oh my God! Iron Duke managed to fight free. That was disgusting. And answers, ooh, with a suplex of his own. Now Oakley going straight after the legs yet again. Swings through. Nice athleticism right there. Kick to the midsection. Oakley sent into the corner. Oh, big drop kick, missed it. Oakley telling the ref to open the door, and Iron Duke says, no, sir, it's not over yet. And the fisherman driver. Elbow right to the top of the head. Now Iron Duke telling the ref to open the cage. Ref taking his time. Oh, and he locks it again. Okay. Oakley now with a drop kick, fighting, trying to get back into this. Has Iron Duke up and caught him with a backbreaker. Went for the thrust kick. Ooh, the half and half suplex. Got him all tied up. Once again, more people just going after the arm. At least that time it was more of a hold instead of just, Again, Oakley going for this submission hold. Ugh. Got him bound up in all sorts of... Oh, that's just painful. Painful to watch. Iron Duke manages to fight his way out of it again. Get back to a vertical base. Going up again. Ooh, and a fisherman driver. Up and back down with the vertical suplex. Oakley now lining up for something here. Oh! Just a straight thrust kick to the face. I don't know why he picked him back up. Iron Duke now making his way to the top. He doesn't have to try nearly as hard as anyone else to escape that cage. He's technically already over. And now Oakley giving chase. Oakley needs to get a hold of him and pull him back and pull Iron Duke back into the ring. Otherwise, he isn't risking losing this match. Iron Duke with a couple of short kicks. That was pathetic. Iron Duke struggling to get his foot over the top. Oh, he's right there. Now Oakley trying to chase him up. It looks like Iron Duke's got this one in the bag. Can't stop him. Tried to, but couldn't. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't do cage matches too often. I just wanted to see if maybe Maybe they wanted to test my theory. And, nope. Yes, Iron Duke was becoming the Iron Pretzel. That is a fact. Well, congratulations on voting for Iron Duke. And winning. Alright, I believe the next match was VX versus Sakura. Pretty sure. See if we can get VX to get that first W. If he loses this one, then it puts him in a position to have to win next week. See, this is one of those scenarios where it was like, could kind of sort of put like how the person's going to win over, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyways. Since nobody else is in here to donate points. I have contributed $31,000 for Shade to get that title shot. There's a lot of extra numbers in there because I'm at a point where I don't have the full 2,000, but you can still donate up to 2,000. So every time I was watching Shade stream Wednesday, I believe, and every time I would get any number of points back, I would donate all of them. And I finally broke the 2,000 cap by watching that stream and then watching his what I did of his Saturday stream yesterday. So it won't let you. That's odd. I do not understand. Because it's not the first time I've heard of somebody having that problem. I don't remember how we fixed it though. I know it can be solved. I just don't remember how. I've never tried to donate through PlayStation. I've never used the Twitch app on my PlayStation, so I don't even know where to begin with something like that. Alright, we got VX in the ring, awaiting his opponent. Sokolov was on his list of people that he wanted to throw down with. And, well, your wish is my command, sir. Best of luck to you. So one thing you got to take into account here, is Prescott. He doesn't get involved in every match, but man, when he gets involved in a match, does he get involved in a match? That stupid red sequin jacket. All right. And here we go. No technical wrestling here. Just kicks and punches right out the gate. Oh, there it is. Ooh, into a gut buster. That is one of Sokolov's, I'm not going to say signature, but that is, he's so smooth at locking in that particular like gut buster, the go behind of the gut buster, it's impressive. VX right there showing that he doesn't quite have the size. Ooh! He doesn't have the size to just take Sokolov down, but as long as he can stay on him like that, oh, Sokolov will be down in a hurry. Slid back in the ring. Gotta keep it in the ring if you want to get that 10 count. Okay, got a hold of him. Ugh. Just threw him like a sack of potatoes. Big European uppercut. Ooh! When did Sokolov start using the spear? I feel like maybe that was just like him throwing all of his weight somewhere. Oh! Oh my God! He almost took out Prescott with that. Of course, Prescott can't keep his hands to himself. Got to get involved in the match in some way, shape, or form. Come on, ref. Belly-to-belly suplex over the top rope. Got that bell clap. And, oh, went for a takedown. Got stuffed. Forearm shot to the face. Sokolov sent careening outside. Ooh, nice kick. Beautiful kick right there. Sokolov back in the ring. VX taking advantage of him being the first one back in the ring. Has him locked. Oh, and a neck breaker. Beautiful neck breaker right there. That is one way you took too much time right there. In my humble opinion, you took too much time. Oh, no. Going to fire off some clotheslines. Might be able to pull this one out right here. Oh, and the roundhouse kick. And there's Prescott. Prescott getting involved. VX kind of saw it out of the corner of his eye. Decided to wait and go for the pin. And still managed to go for it a little bit too early. But, ooh, breaking the arm. And Prescott once again. Come on, ref. Full Nelson slam by Sokolov. Sokolov was in a bind right there. Oh, and the Siberian leg sweep. That is the precursor to one of the most devastating moves here in iNCW. The Dominator. 1, 2, and 3. Victory to fucking Prescott. Anyways. And just like that, 30 or 3.5K points straight down the drain. Oh my God. I don't remember what Big Money Burgie's tag team is. I would like to apologize for all that nonsense. Just keeping it rolling kind of, because these matches are actually going really quick. It's a bit much. Yeah, I see there's just two of y'all. If you're just not joining, because I think one more person just popped in. This is not a co-main event, but it's the second to last match. We got the Coldbloods versus the team of Big Money Bergie and Sneaky Pete. Should be pretty solid little tag team action here. Big Money Bergie and Sneaky Pete are the number one contenders for the tag team championships. So that's a win by the Coldbloods right here would potentially put them. Actually, no, it would. It would move them a little bit further up the ladder. I think next season, I'm going to start doing kind of like what AEW does, and I'm going to keep track of their win-loss records, like myself. Make like a Google Doc or trusty pen and paper. Big and Sneaky, that's the name of their team. These two mongoloids right here. So it's come to find out, Big Money Bergie actually isn't as quote unquote big money as he claims to be. The man's got a lot of unknown crypto. That's what he's got. Stonks. Oh, yeah, that all settles it right there. Big chop. Oh my God. Two well-placed hands, and Sneaky Pete was down. My man Sneaky Pete doesn't even wear shoes. Nice little DDT right there. Oh, quick for the pin. Kick to the midsection here. Oh, and a clothesline almost flies right through Big Money. Tag in by Sneaky Pete. I almost called him Stinky Feet. And an elbow drop by Big Money. Big Money Bergie. Relatively new here in iNCW. Only been going for a couple of months now, but has shown some promise in the matches he's been involved in. It is yet to be seen. I mean, we know he can win a number one contender match, but what's the longevity of this tag team? Was it just a one and done, or are they actually... Oh! Are they actually a force to be reckoned with? And with moves like that, his singles career is going to continue skyrocketing. Going for that Big Money splash. Big Money sent into the corner now. Tag into Reptilian, it's Reptilian and Committee. Big Money now has him up. Oh, and the Samoan drop. And just threw Big Money Bergie. That's a strong move. Big right hand, big boot. Big Money now. Oh, in a bad way with that backbreaker. And into the corner. Reptilian looking for that double team maneuver right there. Big Money says, no sir. Sends Reptilian over into his corner. Tags in Sneaky Pete. Sweep of the leg. And elbow drop to the back. Oh! Sneaky Pete, what is this? 1, Okay. The ref didn't even recognize it as a pin. And he went for that clothesline again and got tied up in all of the ropes. So now the corner, and the ref is down. Sneaky Pete is down. And for the belly to belly. Got caught with a bell clap. Oh! I forget what that punch is called, but he went for it. Oh, and he got it. Tags in Big Money Bergie. Deep arm drag. Bergie up and Bergie back down. Big clothesline by Big Money. What was that? Chameleon now showing Big Money how to throw a right hand. Oh, Big Money asking if he got it right. And goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. How disrespectful if that would that have been had he got the pin off of that. And a spine buster by Chameleon. Kick to the midsection. Sneaky Pete coming in a little too early. Sit out powerbomb by Chameleon. Goes for the pin here. 1. Sneaky Pete sneaks on in there. Breaks it up. And gets caught in a back body drop. Sweep of the leg by Big Money. That's double underhook. Oh! Drops Chameleon on his face. Oh, the Big Money Lariat. Big Money Lariat goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. Kick to the midsection. Slinging Reptilian around by the neck. Trying to pull off the head of the snake here. I don't know what Chameleon was looking for there, but it did not work. Oh, Big Money now. With the big power bomb. Jackknife power bomb by Big Money. Could have went for the pin. Definitely could have went for a pin off of that. And here we go. Forearm shot. Elbow to the knee. Sneaky Pete slipping out the back door. Y'all need to take advantage of this right now. While Reptilian is down, he cannot respond. What is this? This is backwards. Oh! Sneaky Pete somehow powerbombing Chameleon into the foot. 1, 2, 3, and Big and Sneaky are your winners. All right, congratulations to nobody, because nobody donated points. Or nobody voted points, rather. Big Money is Sneaky Pete. Getting the job done yet again. Proving why they're the #1 contenders. They may be the next tag team champions. All right, and now on to our main event. We've got Yuri Day versus Splash Mikey for the iNCW Twitch Championship. Will Yuri Day be able to as definitively hold on to the title as he did taking it from Iron Duke, or will Splash Mikey pull off a surprise victory and be the iNCW Twitch champion? All right, and here we go. Luckily, this is a 2 out of 3 falls because this show has been moving fairly quick. I guess that's the downside to just having matches and not having like promos or anything like that. Like sometimes the show can move quick, sometimes it can drag on for hours depending on what all you got. What I'm hoping for is sometime in the fairly near future for them to have some type of information on what we're looking at as far as 2K22, because I need to know what all is going to be involved in that. I need to know if there's going to be a universe mode. I need to know if there's going to be an arena mode. I need to know if there's going to be a a show or a ring and title and stuff like that, because if they do like they did with 2K20 and none of that's in there, then I don't know what we're going to be doing, because there's only so much longer I can run on a single game. Like there's so many glaring issues with this game, and they're not supporting it anymore. They've even, it even says whenever you fire up the game now, the servers won't be supported past, I think, like September or something like that. So they're not going to be patching it. They're not going to, they haven't done anything realistically like that in a couple years anyway. So if they're not going to be, further maintaining it and stuff like that, it's not going to be worth it to keep running it. We'll keep having matches where people just moonwalk when they should be going for finishers, or when the match is supposed to go 2 out of 3 falls and it goes 1 fall instead. There's so much. I'm ready for a new game, but I need there to be the only other option is like Fire Pro, but I know a lot of y'all won't watch Fire Pro, and I also know I'm not going to be able to get a lot of y'all to create your characters for Fire Pro, just because I honestly, even though Fire Pro is a good game and it's got some cool aspects to it, Fire Pro is really, really difficult when it comes to like making characters and moving characters over and stuff like that. It's really in depth, but unless you want to go that in depth, then it's not I don't know. There's like whole logic systems where you can, like when the AI is controlling your character, it'll do this move at this point in time, and it'll do this move more often than this move, depending on this scenario. There's so much stuff. Like I said, it's a good game, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Though, also, by the time we get done with Holy Wars, it'll be like, what, Holy Wars 3 or Holy Wars 4? I think it's 3. I don't know, I'll have to look. But by the time we get done with Holy Wars, that'll be around the time that Diamond and Pearl come out. And I'm probably just going to stream my playthroughs of Diamond and Pearl. I may stream multiple times a week at that point, because I really want to play through that game. I want to relive that game again, and I don't want to do it just once a week. So I'll probably do like Sundays, Mondays, or something like that, just to see what happens. And then before 2K22 comes out, in January, Arceus is coming out, and I might do a playthrough of that. I know there's a lot of Pokemon stuff, and I know there's very few of y'all who are probably watching right now that are interested in Pokemon, but that's just, like I said earlier in the show, that's just kind of where I'm going, because I'm trying to grow the channel at this point, or trying to help grow the channel, get more people in. And in order to get more people in, you have to stream what people will want to watch. So that way I'm not taking a break while I may take a little bit of a break just until Diamond and Pearl comes out, but we'll figure something out. I don't even remember what I did last time I was on my little hiatus or whatever. Nothing. Oh! Splash Mikey barely caught the Pompadour out the gate with that flying clothesline. And now Yuri Day in his wheelhouse. Splash Mikey off the ropes. Oh! Stalemate. Splash Mikey with the head scissors. Or not the head scissors, but the snapmare takeover. Oh! I've seen Yuri hit a couple of people with that and never get caught out of it. Now going right after the legs of the bigger guy. Kick to the back. Splash Mikey looks like he may have Yuri about where he wants him. Oh! Uppercut City, there it is, that rotating forearm. Splash Mikey wisely rolling outside, stays on his feet so he doesn't lose much momentum. Stays aware, able to kind of try to fight off Yuri. Oh, nice. Nice arm drag right there. Goes right back after the arm. Goes for the pin here. One, no, just a one count. And again, high knee right to the face. You ever watch a match and just feel like it's not going to do what it's supposed to do? I'm not necessarily talking about who's going to win. I'm talking about, I really feel like this match is not going to go 2 out of 3 falls. Splash Mikey, and pretty well in full control of the match up until that point right there, but even still, it's going to take Yuri a little bit more than like 1 or 2 moves to get back in this. And Mikey is right back on it. Oh, caught his hand with a big chop. Mikey up to the top rope. Oh, what's Mikey thinking here? Oh, with a double sledge. Just drives both fists directly through the top of Yuri's head. Sends Yuri into the ropes. Oh! Steps through with a big boot. Got that rear naked choke applied. Squeezing him hard. Trying to take his breath away right here. Oh, jumping cutter by Splash Mikey. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Splash Mikey with the first, and it looks like he busted Yuri open. Has him up, spin out into a powerbomb. Blue Thunder Bomb by Splash Mikey, rolls him up for another pin here. 1, 2, 3. Splash Mikey with a definitive victory over Yuri Day. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? With the quickness, Cutter caught Yuri Day completely off guard. Then immediately into the blue thunder bomb. Holy crap. Splash Mikey with a definitive... That match didn't even take 5 minutes. Oh my god, that is Splash Mikey's first championship here in iNCW. Hell of a match by Splash Mikey. Congratulations, we got a new champ and no one was here to see it. Damn shame, damn shame. Alright, well, I appreciate everybody for watching who did watch. Oh, there's a couple of y'all in here who saw it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all who stuck around, stuck it out through the entire thing. Y'all keep tuning in. Y'all are the reason why we keep doing this. But yeah, that was, I don't really know how to close this out. That was really short. I appreciate everybody for watching. I already said that. I appreciate everybody for donating that donated. Take this as, if you can, get your last little shot in at getting Shade his title shot. He's got, I think, what, 4 days left on this one? 5 days left, yeah. 5 days left, we got to get... Oh, yeah, because he streams 2 more times for sure. There may be some extra streams in there somewhere, but 2 more times for sure, and everybody piles in to watch his matches, so he's going to get his title shot next week, if I had to guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. But yeah, until next Sunday, which we don't have any hurricanes in the Gulf that I know of right now. I could turn this off and go look at the news, and there'll be one on the way. But until next Sunday, I'm KB Chronic, and as always, y'all have a good one.